Hi, friends. Today we are going to learn about Salvador Dali.
The artist we are learning about today was born in Catalonia, Spain in 1904 with a very long name.
Salvador Domingo Felipe Jacinto Dali y Domenchi Marqués de Dali de Púbol.
Most people knew him by his abbreviated name, Salvador Dali. Dali attended drawing school as a child and discovered modern painting on a summer vacation when he was only 12 years old. The next year, when he was 13 years old, his father organized an exhibit of his charcoal drawings, and his career as an artist took off from there. Dali grew to be a very famous and talented surrealist artist who excelled in many forms of art: painting, sculpture, photography, and film. Surrealism is an artistic movement that means more than real. Many surrealist artists want us to question what is real and what is unreal. Dali is best known for detailed, majestic-looking paintings that challenge our perception of reality. He would place objects in unexpected places or distort and stretch the usual shapes and dimensions of objects and animals. A perfect example of his dreamlike painting style is The Persistence of Memory, a painting in which clocks are shown melting into the landscape. Dali was known for his quirky mustaches and eccentric behavior, as much as he was known for his mind-twisting art. This French chocolate commercial is a perfect example.
Je suis fou du chocolat Lanvin.
I'm crazy about Lanvin chocolates, he said in the commercial. Some of Dali's critics argued that he did act kind of crazy and silly at times, and that it distracted people from his incredible art. But Dali believed in being different and living life to its fullest. He once said, "I am not strange. I am just not normal." To Dali, being like everyone else was boring and bland. He liked standing out and doing his own thing. Today, we are going to use Salvador Dali's elephants, depicted with distorted long legs, as our inspiration for a painting of birds with bright colors and very long legs. Let's get started. Step 1. Turn your paper over, add a sticky label, and write your name on the label. Step 2. Using your own pencil, draw the outline of your first bird. First, you will draw a bowl-like shape in the upper left-hand corner of your paper. Then you will draw an upside-down U. This will be the head of your bird. Next, connect the head to the back of your bird with a straight line. Step 3. Add a triangular beak and tail feathers to your bird. The beak will look like a small sideways triangle coming off of your bird's head. And the tail feathers look like 3 fingertips coming from the end of your bird. Step 4. Add details to your bird. Draw a small dot to make an eye on your bird's head. Then draw 2 small antenna-like shapes that will look like little feathers on your bird's head. Finally, add a sideways heart that will look like a wing. Step 5. Draw a second bird on the other side of your page, facing the opposite direction. Step 6. Choose which kind of legs you like. Draw them and add bird-like claws to the end of each leg. You can draw straight legs with a little knee-like joint connecting the top to bottom, or you can draw squiggly line legs that just wave all the way down your page. The key thing to remember is that we're going for long, distorted legs. Step 7. Retrace your pencil lines in black crayon. While you're using the crayon, you can also sign the bottom of your artwork in the right-hand corner. When tracing with the crayon, press a little bit hard. The crayon will create a nice barrier for your watercolor paint. Step 8. Let's start painting. Choose a color for your first bird. First, dip your brush into the water and dab off the extra water on your paper towel. Then dip your paintbrush into the color that you want to use and paint the body of your first bird, being careful not to get color in the heart-shaped wing. Step 8. Choose another color for the wing and tail feathers of your first bird. It is very important to rinse off your brush and dab off the extra water anytime that you switch colors. That way you won't mix up colors in the color tray or on your painting. Step 9. Add some color to your bird's beaks and then choose new colors for your second bird, making sure to rinse your brush thoroughly in between each color change. Step 10. Now we are going to add a watercolor wash to the background of your painting. First, you dip a large brush in your water and add a light layer of water to the blank white paper. Then you dip your brush in a small amount of color and wash the color over the water. You should see a light color effect in the background. Feel free to mix up colors in the background and remember that this is not a perfect technique. It is actually more interesting if the colors swirl and mix in different effects. Step 11. Ask your docent where you should put your project to dry. Then you can rinse off your brushes and dry them properly. Thanks for creating your own Salvador Dali inspired birds today. We hope you enjoyed learning about this artist and creating something that is a little bit outside the norm.